So 2 late goals means we fall to a 3-1 defeat here at home to Wythenshawe. What's your assessment of that game, Jimmy?
Right. I thought the lads showed a lot of character, and for large parts of the game, we were pleased with how they did. They battled, we put balls into good areas, we tried to focus on being solid against a good side who've got a lot of know-how. But again, we've gone in at 1-0 up, worked really hard. Second half we've worked hard, and there's massive moments in games, small percentages. We've conceded 3 goals second half. You can break all goals down, and look where errors have been made, and we've had chances at the other end at 1-1. I thought they came out second half. It was nip and tuck. I thought they got the goal, and then they had a 5 or 10 minute spell where they just looked like they might get on top of us, and then we grew back into game then, and I thought we were pushing. We've had a couple of great chances at 1-1. Balo's gone through, and Steve-O's had a chance at back post which he's gone for a scissor kick with, and then we're pushing into wing to try and win the ball back high up. They managed to hook it down the line. They've got an overload, and he goes in that and fires it through a ruck of bodies into back at goal, and just the way it's been going for us at the moment, it's bitterly disappointing. Third goal's an error when we're trying to push, where we've thrown caution to wind and put another body up top of the pitch. And at that stage, we've just got a little bit desperate, really, and tried to get back in the game, into a game which we shouldn't have had to try to be getting back into. To be fair, I don't think there was a lot in it, and I think they'd admit that as well. But it's disappointing. We've conceded 3 goals at home again, and it's something that we need to put right very quickly. I don't, I've said to the lads in the dressing room, I can't fault any of them for their effort and their application, but we've got to have a long hard look at ourselves, because as a unit we're conceding too many goals, far too many goals. It's gone on too long, and as a management team we've just had a good meeting in there afterwards to say, look, what do we need to do about this, and think about things going forward. The plus point is we've got a game at home on Tuesday night, which gives everybody a chance to react. I think we've got 16 league games left now, and we're going to have to really go at it some. So, look, I think we started the season well when there wasn't a lot of pressure on us. We've got into a situation now where we've drawn too many games, but we've also had a few defeats, so we're stuck in a rut at the moment. It's a tough spell, but we've got to come up with a way of getting out of it and show a bit of character. Us lads will lead from the front, and hopefully we'll get there. And as I say, Tuesday night's a huge game for us now. We've got to go out there and make sure that we put 3 points on, put a performance on. I said to the lads in the dressing room, I said, we need to, in these 4 walls between us, we all need to show a little bit of character now, and when the chips are down, it'll show how good you are.
And not for the first time in recent weeks, we've seen ourselves throwing points away late on. Is there any reason you can really pinpoint for that?
It's tough, isn't it? Because a lot of games have got different circumstances, so I couldn't compare today to some others, but it's for me, it's like a concentration, like a focus. It's decision making, isn't it? We've got to be. Today, if we wanted to get that second goal to go 2-1 up, you knew they weren't going to give you one. You just knew it. You were going to have to create something yourself. Whereas we sometimes we just look susceptible to, giving them something or switching off. And like I say, it's not through a lack of effort, but we need to be better. I've just told the lads that in the dressing room, and we're conceding too many goals. And like you say, it's not as if we said we went through a spell in season where we were going behind and then giving ourselves a mountain to climb, and we always talked about, when we get on the front foot and when we take lead in games, we're good. Well, we have been taking lead in game. We took lead 3 times at Lower Breck and lost 4-3. We took the lead at Isle of Man last week, drew 1-1. We took the lead here today, lost 3-1. So we've got to go back to the drawing board, and we've got to get it right. We'll get it right. We've got a lot of faith in what we're doing, but at the moment it's tough. It's a lonely place when you're losing games of football and not winning them, so I want to get back to it as quick as possible. We'll have a look at it and see what we need to do to try and get it back, but disappointing.
And on a more positive note, we saw a debut for Jim Craig today, who looked really confident when he came on. Just want to give us an insight into that signing and what he's like.
Yeah, great. I'm really pleased with that one. To be fair, it was tough today because it was really tight, but we know what in a game like this today. He came on at middle at park and he's fearless, but decent on the ball, covers ground. He can play in a number of positions. Tough debut for him really with the way it's gone at the end, but it was through no fault of his own. But just like the way he wants to get on the ball and he moves it and he doesn't panic. So out of the negatives of today, and obviously the downside to the result, if we're taking positives out of it, I think he was certainly one of them. He'll go on to be a really good player for us, I'm sure.
And you mentioned Earlham on Tuesday night, and then we're at home here to Wythenshawe Town next Saturday. Is this crunch time now if we want to be successful this season?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, if we drop any more points in the next few, then we're gonna have a real mountain to climb. We'll give ourselves a bit of a mountain to climb, to be fair, already. But we've still got 16 games to be able to go and put a stamp on things. And yeah, we've got some tough games coming up on paper. They get easier, don't they? Earlham at home Tuesday, obviously, and Wythenshawe Town coming here on Saturday. They're all tough games. There's no game that's given in this division, but also we're capable of beating anybody. But we can't keep saying that. We've got to go out and walk the walk, not talk the talk. So, look, Tuesday, we're battered and bruised a little bit. We've had 9 or 10 players out injured or missing today. But we're still managing to put a good 16 out, and yeah, we'll go again Tuesday, and hopefully we'll show the right reaction. And like today, I thought, I've said it before, I thought they gave us everything in terms of effort and commitment, but we're just small percentages of switching off at key moments and little bits of rub of the green going against us, and it's just, we're not getting those little bits of luck at the moment that we need, that'll go hand in hand with the hard work and getting us back on the winning trail. So, but look, we'll be positive after today. I'm sure once I've slept on it, and we'll look at things that we need to do better. And like I say, characters come through in tough times, and we're in a bit of a rut, a tough time at the moment, but we'll get through it, and we'll make sure we get back to winning games of football.
Okay, thanks, Jimmy.
Cheers, Dan. Thank you.